believe that he kept it straight with the spine, never came out. That's when things start to get fishy. When you start to go out, the knee becomes in danger. So the referees were on top of it. They did a good job, and we jumped to 174.
Well, it's 21-4 now. Michigan all over Michigan State here in Jennison Fieldhouse. Next matchup consists of Drew Hughes for Michigan State versus number 3, Myles Amine for Michigan. That's another All-American, in fact, a 2-time All-American for the Wolverines. Every other player, it seems, is an All-American. He was 3rd at the championships last year. From Brighton, Michigan, Metro Detroit area. Just a fantastic wrestler.
And a fantastic family at that. The Amines.
Right.
It goes back years and years. So the grandfather, Nazim Amine, was an Olympian for Lebanon at the Rome Olympics in 1960. And how about this? He did that at the age of 33. So he had 2 sons, Mike Amine and Sam Amine. Follow me here. This is the family tree. So you have Mike Amine, Sam Amine. Okay, Mike, the NCAA finalist, he has 2 kids, Malik Amine and Myles Amine, who you're seeing right here, just picks up the first takedown of the bout. His brother Sam has 2 kids, Jordan and Cam Amine. And Cam Amine, Jordan wrestled at Michigan. Cam will wrestle at Michigan next year. So father-son combination at the University of Michigan.
And don't forget about Malik Amine, too.
Yeah,
we thought we were going to see today. Yes,
Malik had to sit out. So Malik was supposed to wrestle at 149 pounds, redshirt senior, 7-3 on the season. Didn't go against Jaden Enriquez. They threw in Ben Lamadia.
Right.
And he picked up the major decision.
Well, he did real well. So 2-1 now in favor of Myles Amine of Michigan. 1:10 to go in this first period.
And he might be the most underrated wrestler in the country. When you think about it, at 174 pounds, yes, you have Zahid Valencia and you have Mark Hall. Mark Hall, of course, the NCAA champion from 2 years ago. Zahid Valencia, the NCAA champion from last year. Myles Amine is going to have to get through one of those guys, or 2 of them, potentially a semifinal and a final victory if he wants to reach the top of the podium. But he has the potential to do so, and people so often count him out. And one of the most underrated guys in the top position is Myles Amine. This guy can ride, especially with the best guys in the country.
Drew Hughes, redshirt sophomore from Lowell, Indiana. Another whistle as 19 seconds to go in this first period. Still 2-1 in favor of Myles Amine. Hughes holding his own. Going to have to find a takedown soon enough, trying to get it. 10 seconds now. Down to 5. And looks like that is how it will stay for this period. So 2-1 in favors of Myles Amine. Drew Hughes, gotta say, put up at least a very good fight.
They're having a conversation. He's going to defer. Amine is going to go down. Gutsy call right there, and the reason I say that is Drew Hughes is also looked at as one of the top guys in the country, and you see the elbows stay tucked there, and Drew Hughes is going to try and throw the leg in. And he's in on a side headlock, and you're starting to see that count. So that right leg gets slipped in.
Riding time has also moved in favor of Drew Hughes of Michigan State right now. You're at 10 seconds, so that could potentially be big depending on how things go for the rest of this duel. Still 2-1 in favor of Myles Amine. There's a whistle.
So I want you to pay attention to how Amine starts, elbows tucked tight. Why he's doing that is he knows Drew Hughes is great in the top position, so pay attention to these elbows. The first thing they're going to do is come directly back to the hips, and what that's going to do is stop that leg from falling in.
Drew Hughes still on top of Amine. Now both on their feet. That's an escape point for Myles Amine. 3-1 now. However, the riding time point now is in favor of the Spartans. 33 seconds could be big. We'll see what happens. 1 minute to go in this second period.
And how about these guys met November 5th of 2017, and it was Myles Amine who picked up the 20-6 major decision. So he put 20 points on the board, and right now, Drew Hughes is only giving up 3 points. Foot sweep attempt for Amine.
Hughes leads the team with 8 falls. Boy, could the Spartans use one of those right about now. Hughes also, as a freshman, earned an NCAA championship bid. Got 29 wins that year, 42 points. That put him at a top 20 rank a year ago.
Yeah, sat out last year due to a shoulder injury, but 2 years ago, you mentioned, he
ago,
qualified for the NCAA championships and was around a 12 guy. So one more match and he becomes an All-American. But I'll never forget, one of the most questionable decisions I've ever seen was Drew Hughes against Tashawn Campbell, who formerly of Pitt, who competes at The Ohio State University. Tashawn Campbell went down in the match prior to the round of 12, and Drew Hughes ended up picking up the riding point and ultimately went on to win that match.
Drew Hughes earns a big escape point, 3-2 now in favor of Amine, but Hughes just barely has the riding point edge. 28 seconds here in this third period. We would be going to overtime if it tied right now, or if it ended right now. There's 2 more points awarded for Amine. That's big.
Yeah, that's real
5-2.
big.
So Hughes desperately needs some sort of offense. Amine not letting up, going toward out-of-bounds marker. Probably the best thing that could have happened there for Hughes. Try to reset, get something going here with 1:10 remaining in this third period.
And that was all from Drew Hughes, locking in the crotch. He was in great position to pick up a stalemate, and he should have stayed content there and picked up the stalemate, but what he tried to do was pick up the takedown, locked in the crotch, and he pulls Myles Amine on top of him, and that ended up giving Myles Amine the better position and ultimately gave him his second takedown of the bout.
5-3, Amine leads. Riding point edge, I believe, is in favor of Hughes just by 14 seconds.
Riding time's not a factor. It's only at 14 seconds. You have to have over a minute. So that's not going to come into play. What has to happen here is Drew Hughes has to pick up a takedown to put it in overtime.
And Myles Amine knows that, and he knows what to defend against. Hughes going at him. Amine got him by the wrist. 30 seconds now until the end of this period. Hughes trying to get something going for the Spartans. 4 points early, and that was it since. Hughes trying to change
move
that.
here. You're seeing Myles Amine keep those heels on the out-of-bounds line. Why? If Drew Hughes was to get in on a shot, then Myles Amine could just circle out.
8 seconds to go. So he needs a takedown. He's got 8 seconds to do it. What does Drew Hughes have in these final seconds? Amine just on the run. Going toward out of bounds, holding it, and that will do it. So picking up a regular decision victory is Myles Amine. A fantastic battle from Drew Hughes, just not quite enough. Once again for Michigan State, and that'll be 3 more points awarded to Michigan.
And the thing there, no moral victories in wrestling, but a 20-6 decision to a 5-3, a major decision, excuse me, to